Today we're talking about The Girl Who Taught Him Life by Sam Abaji, a heartfelt story about ambition, culture shock, awkward human connection, and personal growth, wrapped inside a surprisingly funny and emotional journey. This is Danny, and I'd like to welcome you to my Hidden Book Nook, where we discover and discuss hidden gems that go beyond the bestseller list, a quiet place for overlooked books. At first glance, this book feels like a simple academic success story. A socially awkward Egyptian researcher named Emad earns a scholarship to London to pursue his PhD. But very quickly, the novel becomes something much more personal. It's about identity, loneliness, cultural discovery, and the small human moments that slowly transform someone's life. And honestly, Emad might be one of the most unintentionally lovable protagonists I've read in a while. The story follows Emad, a brilliant but socially disconnected researcher whose entire life revolves around science. He's awkward, absent-minded, emotionally inexperienced, and completely out of sync with the world around him. The opening chapters do an amazing job establishing his personality through both comedy and tenderness. He mismatches his clothes, forgets basic things, accidentally creates chaos everywhere he goes, and yet he's impossible not to root for. When he receives the opportunity to study in London, his entire world changes. What follows is a journey filled with cultural misunderstandings, emotional growth, homesickness, and eventually romance. One of the strongest parts of the novel is how human Emad feels. He's intelligent without being emotionally mature, and watching him slowly learn how to connect with people becomes the real heart of the story. The relationship with Rebecca especially shifts the tone of the novel. She becomes more than a romantic interest. She represents a doorway into a world Emad has never truly understood before. And underneath all the humor, the book quietly explores a really meaningful question. Can intelligence alone make someone complete? Or do human experiences matter just as much? Now let's talk about Sam Abaji's writing style, because I think that's what gives this novel its unique personality. The writing is very conversational and character-focused. A lot of the charm comes from the narration itself. The author spends time inside Emad's thoughts, which creates this blend of comedy, awkwardness, and emotional sincerity. There's a very cinematic quality to the storytelling. Many scenes feel almost like they were written to be visual, especially the comedic moments. Whether Emad is crashing into glass doors, panicking over lost documents, or rehearsing English phrases in front of a cracked mirror, the scenes are written with strong visual pacing. The humor is also surprisingly effective because it never feels cruel. The novel laughs with Emad more than at him. Even when he's socially awkward or completely overwhelmed, the narration keeps him sympathetic and deeply human. Another thing I noticed is the emotional simplicity of the prose. The writing isn't overly dense or complicated, which makes the story feel accessible and sincere. Instead of relying on heavy literary language, the book focuses on emotional clarity and relatable moments. And honestly, that style works really well for this type of coming-of-age cultural journey. Overall, The Girl Who Taught Him Life is a warm, funny, and surprisingly emotional story about growth, culture, ambition, and learning how to truly live outside your comfort zone. If you enjoy character-driven stories with awkward but lovable protagonists, cultural exploration, emotional growth, and a blend of humor and sincerity, this is definitely worth checking out. It feels less like a dramatic romance and more like watching someone slowly become a fuller version of themselves. And that's honestly what makes the story memorable. If you've read The Girl Who Taught Him Life, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy discovering lesser-known and hidden books, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out more reviews here on the Hidden Book Nook. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.